Hello everyone, my name is Siddhant and today I am going to talk about immortality. We all have heard about the phrase that man is mortal, right? In fact, every living thing in this planet is mortal except for one, a special kind of jellyfish, Turritopsia, don't need to be more precise. But today I am going to share something which will leave you in a dilemma that what is better, mortality or immortality. Well, back in school, I read a poem about immortality. The name of the poem is Tithonus. It was written in the 19th century by one of the most famous poets of that era, Alfred Lord Tennyson. In the poem, Tithonus is the major character and he is an extremely handsome man who falls in love with the goddess of dawn, Aurora. Tithonus asks Aurora to grant him a wish of immortality, a wish of eternal life. And Aurora grants his wish very generously. With time, Tithonus realizes that he asked for the gift of immortality, but he forgot to ask about eternal youth. Now, as time passes by, Tithonus grows old and old, but he cannot die. He has to dwell in the presence of Aurora, who renews herself each and every morning and is forever young, as she is the goddess of dawn. Tithonus appeals to Aurora to take back the gift of immortality, but Aurora cannot do the same, as there is an old saying which might be true that the gods themselves cannot return their gift. Now, as Tithonus sighs and remembers his youth long ago when he used to watch the arrival of Aurora and his whole body used to come alive when he laid down and enjoyed the kisses of one another. But now, in real time, he lures for death and realizes happier are those who face death. This was a poem which I read long ago in my school time. Well, if you take a real life example, Michael Jackson, he also wanted to live for 150 years. He had appointed 12 doctors who would daily examine him from his hair to toenail. His food was tested each and every time in the laboratory before serving. He had another 15 people appointed who would look after into his daily exercise and workout. His bed had the technology to regulate the oxygen levels as well. Organ donors were kept ready so that whenever he needed any organ transplant, they can donate their organs. And the maintenance of those organ donors were taken care by Jackson himself. So Michael Jackson was proceeding with the dream of living 150 years, and we all know that he failed. On 25th June 2009, at the age of 50, his heart stopped functioning. The combined efforts of the 12 doctors didn't work. Even the constant and combined efforts of the doctors from Los Angeles and California too couldn't save him. Jackson tried to challenge death, but death challenged him back. So as you can see in both the situations, consequences were there for going against the laws of nature. If Tithonus didn't ask for the wish of immortality, he would not have to suffer from getting older and older and yet not dying. It's like a blessing getting converted into a curse. If you talk about Jackson, the world remembers him for his incredible work in the field of dance and music. His physical mortality or his physical death couldn't stop his good work from becoming immortal. Physical death and mortality are the laws of nature. We cannot change it, but instead, if we do things which are worth remembering, we too can become immortal even after our physical death. In this current situation, we are not sure that we are going to survive fighting against this virus or not. And we are all worried about our life. But life is all about living every moment and making the most of it. If life is long and there is no good work to be remembered for long, or not cherishing the precious moments in your life is of no use. We all know about the famous dialogue of Mr. Rajesh Khanna that Babu Moshayi zindagi badi honi chahiye, lambi nahi. So what we have in our hands is the present, and we should act accordingly. Thank you so much for your time and such a patient hearing. Thank you so much.